Everyone gets held accountable when the body camera's on.
Georgetown chapter president for the NAACP, Marvin Neal, says body cameras protect both police and public. High-tech gadgets that can capture an expansive range of both sight and sound. But what you're able to view leaves a lot to be desired.
Unless you go to court or get an attorney involved because of the incident, it's not going to happen.
South Carolina's 2015 body camera law paved the way for its widespread adoption across the state. But University of South Carolina law professor Seth Stoughton says it may not entirely deliver on the transparency it seeks to bring.
One of the things that we've learned is if an agency gets body cameras to increase public trust, but then refuses to ever release the video, except when they are legally required to, that doesn't actually help public trust, it hurts public trust.
The statute says data recorded by a body-worn camera is not public record, meaning if WMBF News or you wanted to see that video, your request would likely be denied. So who can see that video?
Other police agencies, the Attorney General's office, and solicitors can use video for a case they're working. Outside of this, you could get the video if you're the subject of the recording, or if the recording is relevant to your criminal or civil case. This is the standard, unless a police agency decides to go against the grain.
Don't try to cover up anything. Don't try to buy time with it. Put it on the table. It is what it is.
Florence County Sheriff T.J. Joyce says he ran for his seat on transparency. Bringing body cameras to the sheriff's office this year is a major part of making sure that happens. As long as it doesn't affect an investigation, Joyce says let the video speak for itself.
A lot of the turmoil and the stuff that goes on, sooner or later it's going to come out. So, at the end of the day, be transparent.
But that critical piece of ensuring an investigation or a court case isn't compromised is what gives 15th Circuit Solicitor Jimmy Richardson pause.
Yes, I represent the victim. Yes, I represent the police. Yes, the part they don't understand is I represent the defendant, the charged. And it would be so much easier for me to just release the video. But I can't do that because that dude deserves a fair trial.
But Richardson says they have released body camera video of police shootings in the past after receiving the go-ahead from a judge. He also pointed out an existing double standard. Body camera video doesn't have to be released, but dash cam video frequently does.
It is still a camera nonetheless, but they've come up with a whole different set of rules.
Stoughton agreed it didn't make sense.
We end up with this weird mishmash that I don't think is really defensible. It's sort of an artifact of the legislative process, but it's not consistent public policy, which I think is room for improvement.
That improvement in his eyes doesn't necessarily mean making video wide open and available for everyone, though.
I think there's a lot that happens that doesn't necessarily need to be public record. If the police come into my house because I have I'm reporting a burglary or something like that, I don't necessarily want the images, the video of my house to be accessible to anyone who makes a public record request.
Right now, a bill sitting in the State House would make video involving an incident that led to a loss of life a public record. Some of the lawmakers I spoke with who are backing this bill say they're hopeful that it'll be picked up in the next session and successfully passed. For WMBF Investigates, I'm Madison Martin.